So, what is on my mind today? Well, I have decided to take a different route. That leads me to believe that today's thought or today's focus is on different perspectives, new perspectives to look at things with fresh, bright, new eyes, to consider options and opportunities that you've not yet noticed, or just to make you feel a little bit differently in the ways that you respond to situations. The way that I'm using this whole new perspective is, well, for the constant battle of any negative thoughts that find their way into my mind, my conscious. And it's a healthy habit to be trying to create, and it all just comes from an awareness, just being aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, but not really analysing it, just being aware, and then switching it up, changing it and seeing it in a totally different way. Therefore, white feather, things that you would think would annoy you or trigger you, upset you, should instead motivate and inspire and encourage and just offer you that little bit of support that you can give to yourself. You don't need to find elsewhere, just from looking at things in a different way. I mean, did you know that as soon as something happens, my mind straight away seems to think that it knows what's going on. It knows the be-all, the end-all. It knows what the other person's thinking. It knows why they choose to act that way. Yet, as much as I believe we know everything we need to know, my nose is red. I do believe that these assumptions we get stuck in can be detrimental. Let's try that again. Can be detrimental. Just because it's based on an illusion. It's based on what we're telling ourselves, which means that our focus has been taken away from what's actually happening in front of us. And all we need to do is read that right there. No more, no less. So yeah, perception is a key ingredient in the self-help process. And yeah, it's good to see the world through different eyes every now and again, you know. So I'm back en route home, sweating, a little bit out of breath. I feel like I've done a good workout physically. Just wait for this to go past. Noisy thing. And I've worked a lot on some mental things as well. The fact that I'm taking a new route to walk meant that I was confronted with some of my past. A past that I've held a lot of resentment and anger towards. And just in case I was going to bump into somebody that brought my past right back there in front of my face for me to deal with, I just decided to deal with it on my walk. And I forgave that person and that situation, and also forgive myself, really. So I was able to let it go. I did think I'd let it go already, but I feel so much better just from knowing that I chose a different route to walk today, which brought me past someone I've dealt with in the past. And even though I didn't have to face them, which I was prepared to, I was ready to give them some coaching, see how they are, and just understand that there's obviously been a lot of changes since then, like people have grown up no longer hang around with the same kind of crowds, and so there's no need for enemies or to be enemies anymore. Didn't bump into that person, but just because I was going past that person's house, it made me get myself ready. I prepared myself by forgiving, and it's all part of seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things differently, because that was 20 years ago, and I'm not holding on to any anger and resentment anymore. And I know it's easier for me to say that until I'm faced with that person or that situation that will trigger off that memory, that trauma that played a role in making me the person I am today, giving me the strength, helping me with resilience, and also help me to understand that this is what I'm here to do, just to help people feel good and not give in to any insecurities or playing a role for other people. So it's lovely just doing another little forgiveness session there, impromptu. Didn't know I needed it. As I say, I thought I'd already dealt with it, but I'm glad that this route took me this way and put me back on that mindset to let me know that no matter what's happened in my past, no matter who I've had issues with, I am here now as a person who sees past all that and just wants to help. And as always, helping others helps myself. So, job done. Have a good day, people. Monday motivation. Get on it. See things differently. And if you have to, maybe it's time to forgive someone or something, because honestly, you're a better person right now because of it and because of them. Remember that. Have a good day, and don't forget to have a look at things differently. You'll be amazed at what you'll see and what you'll find. Exciting times. See you all soon.